Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Pixel Retouch Academy. Here we are with another background change tutorial, and please stay with me on this one because this is different from the other ones you normally watch on YouTube. This is going to be unique, and I'm going to show you tips and trick on how to go about doing this, because a lot of people find this one really hard to do. Okay, so now let's move ahead. Now we want to change the background, like I said, but it's a little bit more complicated here, because one, we have the background different, and the down part of the floor which is different from the background. You can see where the backdrop is ending, and also we can actually use the multiply or the blending mode method in doing this, so we need to be extra careful on what we are doing. So let's see what we want to do about this. Now, first of all, we need to crop the subject from the background. I already did that, which is this. I made a careful selection, and that's the subject. So just a quick one, if I drag the subject above all the background, I want to use this three background, which is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Now, the problem a lot of people encounter is using this type of background. You can see the difference. Now, if I turn this into multiply, which is the normal method, you're going to see that we will have issues here just because of the ground and this, and it's not actually going to show on this one. Well, before that, let's work on the background first of all. So before I will do that, I would like to match. Even if I place this on it and I change the blending option, you see that it's actually going to be affecting the background, because we haven't you see the stick looking fake, and the down part and this part is looking different. So let's see what we can do. First of all, I would like to match this side and this side. So I'll grab this tool, or quickly let's use this quick selection tool and select the background like this. Come there, select, and okay, so now let's leave it like that, and I'm going to remove, hold down Alt, selecting the lasso tool. I'm going to cut off this side off. Okay, so we are left with something like this. I'm going to add a little of what we need, so don't worry about the rest part we selected. Just leave it like this for the now. I'm going to select this side. So we are going to grab the selective color adjustment. I like using that, and you can see that immediately it creates a mask for us. So now it's affecting the white part. So let's go into that, and we're going to select the neutral, which is this part, and we're going to increase. You can see once we start increasing, it's going to be affecting it. So let's increase it till we almost want to have a blend with the one on top. Because we have the free texture we need. Okay, so let's turn on this and see what we have. So you can see that it's actually not matching that, and I also want to use this one as well. So even if it's darker, we can find something to blend it well. So let's do it like this. So it's not going to the down part, so of which we want it to get there. So but for the first thing is, let this match this side, and now I need to extend these flowers upstairs. So let's take it back a little bit. So this is the first one, and then grab this tool, make it like this. Okay, so rasterize this layer. We can even duplicate it, but let's extend it. Control T, and I'm going to extend it up, hold down shift and extend the flower up. Okay, so we have our ground and our flowers. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need the shadows. Like I said, we need the shadows. So since the shadow is not there, even we are going to use this one, don't worry about that. So for this one, we go back. Even if we use multiply, it looks, we'll check that later anyway. So I'm going to delete this. We're using this tool for this tutorial. So the first one, now I need the shadows. Now how do I get the shadows? I need to select the object, the subject, and then I'm going to copy the shadows. So taking the lasso tool, I'm going to Control Z, hold down Shift, and select the shadows like this. One. Remember, I already selected the subject, so I'm going to select the shadows around this side, and this one, and this one. Yep. So I've selected the shadows, and now I'm going to come there and duplicate, Ctrl J, so that we have just the shadows alone. We can always delete all of this. Let's group it. So I have the shadows, the one with the shadows alone. So but I need to drag it above this, so we have it like this. So you can see we have the shadows already. So even if we drag this one, Ctrl J, and we can use it, we can drag it above and do multiply. See, when we do multiply, we have it like this. So we can clip it to this one. Look at how it is. And then we turn this one back on. So we're going to have the shadows present on the feet of the lady. So but if you don't do it like that, you can also apply the selective color, and then you can go to the neutral and you start blending. So first of all, I would like to decrease this neutral and then add red to it, so till I get the colors that I need. I would rather go with this one anyway. So let's go with this one. Of course, we have this. Let's see, this is the same. The two is the same. Okay, so turning this one on. No. Now this is what we need to do. We need to create a mask on this one. Grab this tool and we will blend. So let's blend it in. I'm going to make sure the flow is 6, and I'm going to blend the background like this. Now I've blended the background. So but I like using, yep. Now but if we use this, it's going to affect this one. So I'm going to tell you why it's actually good for us to use the tool anyway. So but we can use this one. Let's use this. We have the background, and let's turn this on. So since we've done this, which is blending good, we're going to make sure this one we had a mask to it, and then we come down here and let's increase the flow. So those whitish, so after we're done, we just need to brighten up this one, and we can go ahead and click on curves, clip it to it, and we can even brighten it up the more to make the subject stand out like that. So just take a look, increase. It can be too much, just small. So let's see the difference we have before and after standing out from the background. So if that's too much, we can decrease it to 50%, and cool. So if you also want, you can decrease the background or the down part of the background. So I will also like to match this color together. So let's go ahead and grab the selective color, clip it. Now this is time we need to match the red. So let's go to the red. Perfect, 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 perfect. Now we can increase also this, so it pops out the more, like that. This is it. Alright, so this is the first one. I'm going to create a stem visible layer, Ctrl Shift and E. Then the second one, let's group all of this. Let's turn this off and turn this off. So we are left with this, and then I want to put it on this background instead.